everyone today's it is about when he tells you that you're not important. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. You couldn't believe what Bakugou just said. The words echoed in your mind, piercing through your heart like a knife. You're not important to me. How could he say that? You two have been together for a year now. You loved each other. Or so you thought. You had no idea where this sudden outburst came from. Katsuki? What are you talking about? You asked, your voice trembling. Don't play dumb with me. He spat, his hands balled into fists. I've been thinking about this for a while now. You're always distracting me from my training, and you're not contributing to anything to my goals. You're holding me back. You couldn't believe what you were hearing. All this time, you thought you were supporting him, being there for him whenever he needed you. But now he was telling you that you were nothing but a burden to him. The tears started to stream down your face, and you couldn't stop them. Bakugo, how could you say that? Don't you love me anymore? You sobbed. He let out a frustrated sigh. Of course I love you, but that doesn't change the fact that you're not important. You're just a distraction. He said, his voice slightly softer. You couldn't take it anymore. You ran out of his apartment, not wanting to hear any more of his heartful words. You didn't know what to do or where to go. You felt lost and alone, betrayed by the person you loved the most. You wandered aimlessly through the streets, not paying attention to your surroundings. You were so lost in your thoughts that you didn't notice someone following you. Suddenly, a hand grabbed your arm, and you turned around to see Bakugo standing behind you. Katsuki, what do you need? You asked, trying to keep your voice steady. I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said. You're important to me, more than anyone else in this world. He said, his voice laced with regret. He didn't know whether to believe him or not. He had hurt you so much with his words that you didn't know if you could trust him again. Please, Juan, forgive me. He pleaded. I know I messed up, but I promise I'll make it up to you. I'll do anything to make things right. You looked into his eyes and saw the sincerity in them. You knew he meant what he said, but you couldn't just forgive him so easily. I need some time to think. I can't just forget what you said, you know? You said, pulling your arm out of his grasp. I understand. Just know that I love you, and that I'll do anything to make things right between us. His voice was heavy with guilt. With that, he walked away, leaving you alone with your thoughts. You didn't know what the future held for you and Bakugo, but you knew that you needed time to make final decisions. The next few days were the hardest you had ever faced. You were torn between your love for Bakugo and the hurt he had caused you with his words. You tried to keep yourself busy, throwing yourself into work and training, but no matter how much you tried to distract yourself, Bakugo was always there on your mind. One evening, you were sitting alone in your apartment, trying to read a book, but the words on the page seemed to blur together. You couldn't focus on anything except the memory of Bakugo's hurtful words. Suddenly, your phone rang, and you saw that it was Bakugo calling. What a coincidence, you thought. You hesitated for a moment before answering. Hello? You said, your voice shaky. Hey, Juan. I know you need some space, but can we talk? Please? He asked, his voice soft. You sighed. You knew you couldn't avoid him forever, and maybe it was time to hear him out. Fine. Come over. you said. A few minutes later, Bakugou was standing in front of your door. You opened that and he stepped inside. I'm sorry, Lion. I didn't mean what I said. I was just so frustrated. And I took it out on you. I know I was so wrong and I'm so sorry. He said, his voice barely above whisper. You looked at him, trying to gauge his sincerity. He looked genuine, and you could see the regret in his eyes. I want to believe you, but how can I trust you again? You said, your voice barely audible. I'll do anything to earn your trust back. Just tell me what I need to do, and I'll do it. You thought for a moment, unsure of what to say. I need time. You finally said, I need to see if I can forgive you and trust you again. I understand. Take all the time you need. I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. He said, squeezing your hand. With those words, he felt a glimmer of hope. Maybe things could work out after all, between you and him. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but you were willing to try if he was. Over the next few weeks, Bakugou did everything he could to show you how much he loved you. He apologized repeatedly, took you out on dates, and supported you in every way possible. Slowly but surely, you started to trust him again. One evening, as you were lying in bed, Bakugou turned to you and took your hand. Lion, I know I hurt you badly, and I'll never forgive myself for that. He said, his voice filled with emotion. But I want you to know that you're the most important thing to me in this world. I love you more than anything else, and I'll do anything and everything to make you happy. You looked at him, tears streaming down your face. I love you too, Bakugou, and I forgive you. You said, your voice barely a whisper. With those words, Bakugou pulled you into his arms, holding you closely. Because no matter what happened, he knew that you loved each other more than anything else in this world. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!